Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson starting off in Jeremiah, the 49th chapter and the 12th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. That's right. And whose judgment was not to drink of the cup? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we understand that our judgment wasn't to drink of the cup. But why is it that we had to drink of the cup? Because we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, we understand that we're the only nation that were given the law, statutes, commandments, and we're the only nation that the Lord is dealing with pursuant to Psalms chapter 147, verse 19 and verse 20. Okay, we understand that we're the Lord's chosen people. Okay, but we know that we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so that's why you see that these curses came upon our people. Okay, that's why you see that our people went into slavery. Okay, that's why you see that our enemies are currently ruling over us. Okay, because we went off as a nation. Okay, we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Okay, so we know that our judgment wasn't to drink of the cup, but we had to drink of it because we went off, man. Okay, we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, continuing on. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So will Esau Edom go unpunished? I'll continue on. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. That's right. So we understand that you Edomites won't go unpunished, man. Okay, we understand that America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. We know that Esau Edom will be removed from rulership. Okay, and we know that these elites of Esau Edom that's going to be hiding out in other parts of the earth, they're going to be the first fruits into captivity. Okay, and we know that after they serve their time in captivity, the whole house of Esau, they're going to be rounded up and they're going to be burnt off the face of the earth, pursuant to Obadiah verse 18, man. Okay, so we understand that they're not going to get away with anything that they have done. Okay, so we know that they're going to have to drink of the cup. Okay, and we know that they're going to receive double. Okay, so let me get a quick precept. All right, let me go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter. Okay, we get this in Colossians, the 3rd chapter, and I'll go to the 25th verse. Okay, this is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done. That's right. And we understand that these damn devils, okay, these Edomites have done a lot of wrong throughout history, man. Okay, these damn devils did a lot of wrong in the ancient world, and they're still doing a lot of wrong, man. Okay, look at what these damn Edomites did to our people during the time of slavery. Okay, the butt breaking, okay, the derby dose, okay, and it's a lot of other things that these damn devils have done that we don't even know about, man. Okay, but we understand that they're going to receive for the wrong which they have done, man. Okay, they're not going to get away with anything, man. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done, and there is no respect of persons. That's right. We understand that the Lord isn't a respecter of persons, man. Okay, the Lord doesn't care about, you Edomites, you elites, having trillions of dollars, okay, or you being high in this society, man. We understand that you're going to get judged, man. Okay, you're not going to get away with anything that you have done. Y'all have done a lot of wrong, man. Okay, that you're going to have to pay for, man. All right, and we know that you other nations, y'all not going to get away either, man. Okay, y'all had a hand in oppressing our people, okay, benefiting, off the downfall of our people, off the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we understand that y'all are confederate against us, man. Okay, pursuant to Psalms, the 83rd chapter. So y'all not going to get away with anything that y'all have done either, man. Okay, so let me go back to that in Jeremiah. Okay, let me get that back in Jeremiah, the 49th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at let me go to the 13th verse. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 13. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. That's right. So we understand that this is coming to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, we understand that this place will be laid completely desolate, man. Okay, this place will be completely destroyed during World War III, the third woe, man. We know there's going to be 200 million warheads that's going to hit America, which is Babylon the Great, as well as the concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, so let me get what else I had. I'll get this in Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Okay, and I'll go to the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, and what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard? Those missiles, okay, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, but we know there's going to be missiles that's going to be shot from both sides of the earth. Okay, that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, we know there's going to be 200 million warheads that's going to hit America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, but we know that America has missiles as well. Okay, that's going to be shot off from this place, man. Okay, so that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And when you look at this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, you see that the wicked philosophies of this place has been spread throughout the earth, man. Okay, all these things is unpleasing to the Lord is being heavily pushed and promoted from this place, man. Bestiality, feminism, transgenderism, okay? All these things is unpleasing to the Lord is being heavily pushed and promoted under the rulership, under the vibration of Esau Edom. Okay, so we understand that this place has to be destroyed. Okay, Esau Edom has to be removed from power. Okay, and we understand that it's going to happen. It's prophecy. Okay, continuing on, and it shall fall and not rise again. That's right, it says, and it shall fall and not rise again. So we understand that Esau's power structure will fail, man. Okay, we know, man, this place won't ever be built back up again. We know that Esau Edom will never come into rulership ever again once this damn devil is removed from power, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll get what else I had. All right, let me get this. I'll go to Malachi. Okay, let me get this in Malachi, the 4th chapter. All right, let me go to Malachi, the 4th chapter, and I'll start at the 1st verse. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And what's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven? When America, which is Babylon the Great, is being destroyed. Okay, that's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven. Okay, we know that it's going to be 200 million warheads that's going to hit America, which is Babylon the Great, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from chariots. Okay, so we know the day that's coming is going to burn as an oven is when America, which is Babylon the Great, is being destroyed. Okay, so I'll read this from the top again. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud. And who's proud, man? Esau Edom is extremely proud. 2/3 of our people is proud. And these other nations are proud as well, man. Okay, but we're going to read about what's going to happen to the proud, man. Okay, continuing on. Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Okay, so we know they're going to get destroyed. Okay, continuing on. And the day that cometh shall burn them up. That's right, man. So we know they're going to be left down here to get destroyed, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, continuing on. Said the Lord of hosts, that it shall lead them, neither root nor branch. That's right. So we understand that this is coming to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, and like I was going into earlier, once this place is destroyed, we know, man, it's not going to, well, after this place is destroyed, we know it's not going to be an Edomite, you know, to climb out of a bunker here in America, which is Babylon the Great, to build this place back up again, okay, and do things all over, man. No, man, once this place is destroyed, that's it for America, which is Babylon the Great. We'll never inhabit this land ever again, okay? It's not going to be an Edomite, you know, to climb out of a bunker here and continue on, you know, in its wickedness, man, okay? We understand that it's not going to happen, man, okay? But we know before America, which is Babylon the Great, is destroyed, we know that the sea hip, which is the MOTB, has to be made mandatory, and it will be made mandatory. You won't be able to buy or sell without taking that C-HIP, okay? But if you take it, you will be destroyed, okay? And we're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, to not take the C-HIP, which is the MOTB. If you take it, you will be destroyed, okay? So with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.